Hey friends, welcome to our midweek moment. Pastor Nicole here. So glad you joined. Well, this week we started our new sermon series, Be Encouraged, How to Walk with People Through Difficult Circumstances. And we focused this week on how to be present. We talked about the power of being present when somebody's going through something that is difficult, being present with somebody who is suffering, just being a love and support in their life. You know, we can't fix things usually. We can't make it better, but we can be an encouragement to them simply by being present, by reminding them they're not going through whatever they're going through alone. We also talked about how this idea of presence was so important to God that God chose to come and be present with us in the form of Jesus, Emmanuel, right? God with us. And the power that brought to us to know that God chose to leave the throne of heaven to come and be on earth with us, to be present with us. That is so moving to think about, right? The power of presence. It got me thinking about how God sometimes uses us to be present with other people. So God works through us, in us, and through us to be present with somebody else. Let me kind of explain a little bit. There are times when I have most profoundly and maybe most obviously felt the Spirit of God, the presence of God through other people. So whether it was something that somebody else said to me that I knew was God speaking through them, whether it was somebody who was just a comforting presence, that I felt the Spirit of God in that person's presence with me. There is power in presence, and God sometimes uses us to make God's presence known in the lives of others. It's one of the great honors of our life, right? To be able to channel the presence of God. I experience this a lot through my spiritual director when she and I talk, and she will remind me of things that I need to be reminded of. She'll speak into my life. She will share wisdom and guidance with me, and it is obvious that she is channeling the Holy Spirit, that her presence is channeling the presence of God in my life. God chooses to be with us in many different ways. And when we can be present with others, we have the opportunity to share the love of God with them and to remind them that not only are they not alone because you are there, but that God is also there. And so I think that's something for us to be mindful of. I think that's something for us to pray about, that when we are going to be present with somebody who's going through a difficult time, that we are mindful that God can speak through us, that we ask God to be present through us. I will often pray that prayer as I'm walking to somebody's hospital room, or as I'm going to meet with somebody and maybe I'm not sure what I'm going to find in that hospital room, or I will often just pray, God, I don't know what awaits me, but you know. And so I pray that you would be with me, that you would give me the words to share, that you would be a peaceful presence through me so that this person can feel that you are in the room with us. Those kind of prayers can go a long way in helping us to be in tune with the Spirit so that we can channel the Spirit for this person that we are being present with. Many times when I pray with somebody who's going through a difficult time, whether they're in the hospital or whatever it might be, I will often pray, God, make yourself known to this person. Remind them that you are here, that there is never a part of their journey that you are not with them. Just as a reminder to that person that whatever they're going through, they're not going through it alone. God is with them. And so sometimes praying that prayer is a way for them to feel the presence of God and to be reminded, oh yeah, God is here with me through this terrible situation or whatever is going on. As we think about being present, I think that those are some important things for us to keep in mind, that we can be present with somebody in a lot of different ways. It doesn't even have to be a physical presence, right? When my mom was going through some challenging health things, I talked a little bit about in the sermon, one of my staff mates sent me just a beautiful card that said, I know this is a really hard time. I'm just praying for you and I'm praying for your mom. That was such a beautiful moment. That was such a beautiful way for that person to minister to me through the ministry of presence, right? That card, and I still have it, and I kind of cling to it from time to time, just as a reminder that I'm not doing this by myself. My mom is not doing this by myself. Our family or herself, our family's not doing this by ourselves. God is with us. There are people around us that are supporting us, holding us up when we don't feel like we can hold ourselves up. And that is such a beautiful thing. It is a reminder to me of the goodness of God. So as you go out this week, go and be present with somebody who is having a difficult time, whether it be sending a card, checking in with a phone call or a text message, sending over dinner, just sending them a little Starbucks card to say, hey, I know you're going through a hard time. Here's just a little treat to remind you that you're not alone, that I'm here. All of those are beautiful ways for us to be present and to remind people that God is with them. We are with them. They are not alone. Well, this weekend, we're going to continue on in this sermon series, and we're going to talk about what it means to be compassionate to those who are suffering. So I hope you'll join us for that as we talk a little bit more about how we walk with people through difficult times and how compassion can help us in that. So join us, whether in person or online, for that, and we'll see you all soon. Bye.